Doc's OG. Oh, it's wrapped. It's fresh.
It is. I just bought it yesterday.
It's childproof. All right.
Are we ready?
Are we ready?
Are you ready? Are you feeling good?
I'm ready, darling. So I met Dan. I met Dan.
This is a fake name, right?
This is a fake name. I met Dan on the dance floor.
Where at?
Well, that's going to remain anonymous.
Could you give it a fake club name?
Okay, so yeah, we met at Condition. Me and Dan met at Club Condition on the dance floor during a dance battle. I won the dance battle, and then...
What do you think you did that made you win?
Floor work. Just sliding on my knees, popping back up, dropping it low, spinning. I met Dan. He was cute, like nice round head and tight curls, like a little Cupid doll, like just compact. I took him home. Well, I remember walking in and he was like, "You don't have any furniture." I said, "Yeah, no, I just moved in, but I have a bed." The next day, I'm assuming he left, and I went to work. I was working as a customer service representative at the time for a business that we were named Anonymous. We'll just call it Syria. Not Syria, wait.
Country.
We'll call it the country Syria. So I did customer service for Syria. He worked from home. I don't want to say exactly what he worked, like what industry, but it was luxury. He worked in luxury. And so we started dating. And like he was, very sweet and would take me to luxurious restaurants, would, make me get me like fancy, luxurious outerwear, leather. He loved to buy leather. He was all into leather. He wasn't an older man. We were pretty much the same age. So I didn't feel like it kept me. I just felt like, he just had furniture. I would go to work, and at my customer service desk at Syria, he would send me flowers, and people would be like, "Oh my God, who is this person?" Everyone was so jealous. A note from him just saying, "Thinking of you." It was only one time he did it. And, but then about 6 months in, and I have a theory about 6 months, that's when the crazy comes out. Like usually when they're sleeping, I look through their pants, like check their wallet to make sure their name is actually what their name was. But there was no identification. He didn't have any identification. And I guess I just let that slide. About 6 months in, he said to me, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go out." And I said, "Okay, where are you gonna go?" And because I was in his apartment, I would just like hang out there. And he would be like, "Don't worry about it." And so, and I was like, "Don't worry about it." I was like, "Okay." And he said, I'm just gonna take care of some business. I mean, it's none of your business, but I'm taking care of business." So all of a sudden, like his personality started to like switch. It was becoming very cold and very sort of distant and sort of disappearing. And so I would just go to bed and wait for him. And he would come back and I would be like, "Well, where were you?" And he'd be like, "Just having business." Okay, so I just sort of like let it go, business. And so one day while I was bored, left alone in his apartment, he had an office in there. And so I started snooping around. And so I was looking around his office in his apartment, going through files, because, he had his own luxurious business, going through files. And then I found something that told me the name that he gave me was not his real name. His real name was Harry. And so I was like, I called up my friend, Chris, and I'm like, "I think Dan, aka Harry, is lying about everything. He lied about his name, he lied about his age." And my friend Chris was just like, "Get out of there. Get out of there." And I was like, I have to like confront him. I think I also came across something that maybe he spent time in jail. And so I was like, I don't even know who this person is. And he's like disappearing on me. So he's like, "Just get out of there." Well, I didn't get out of there, so I waited for him to come home.
Obviously.
And I said, "Hello, Harry." And he said, "What?" And I said, "I know what your real name is, and I know that you're older than what you say you are." I was like, "Why are you lying? What else are you lying about? I know you went to prison, blah, 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 blah." And so then I'm leaving. I go open the door to leave, to walk down the stairs, that grand staircase, and he pushed me. He pushed me. But here's the thing. I didn't roll down the stairs like Dynasty. I flew because I have dance training. Do like a pirouette. Land on her feet. I landed on my feet. So I was like, you pushed me. I just got in my car and ran. I ran to my car and drove home. Next day, go to my customer service job at Syria. Come back. He's inside my apartment.
How was he inside your apartment?
That's what I said. I said, how did you get in here? He said, we need to talk. I said, talk about what? How you got in here? And he said, I'm not leaving. And so I'm looking around. I'm just like making small talk. You know, like, oh, you hungry? You want something to drink? And just trying to like keep him like calm in case like he's gonna like try to attack me. Luckily, I don't have any stairs. My mind was like, all right, let's just act like nothing's wrong and you'll spend the night and in the morning I'll go to work and I just gotta get you out of my apartment. So we ordered Thai food and like watched American Idol and spent the night. I got up, went to work, had to head over to customer service in Syria.
Wait, so you literally spent the night with someone
Person
who
that broke
tried
into
to
my
keep-
apartment and pushed me down the flight of stairs. But you have to, because if you try to like attack, if you try to like, get into an argument, like they get revved up. So you just got to keep them calm. And I come back home from working, and all of a sudden I hear it. And I was like, that's weird because you have to buzz somebody in. Like somebody just wouldn't be at my door. And so I looked through the people and it was blocked. This is Harry Dan. And I was like, oh my God. And all of a sudden I hear above the bathroom window, boom, he's trying to open it. He's trying to open it. It was like a horror movie. So I called the police, and the next thing you know, there's a helicopter with a spotlight flying around because I'm on the top floor, the third floor. Ugh. Ugh. My apartment's filled with police officers. And I was like, did you find him? They said, yeah, we caught him jumping a fence. And all they said with him was like, what happened? He's like, oh, we're boyfriends and we had a breakup. Because when you're gay and you have fights, the police don't care. Ugh. And so like nothing, they didn't arrest him. I guess he really didn't do anything.
But he pushed you down the stairs.
And I landed on my feet. And so, I don't know what the moral of the story is. The moral of the story is, take a dance class. Oh!